Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make the super cute daisy. It's very easy to make. We attach them on the snap clip for our hair, but you can attach them to anything you want. It's very easy to make, and I'll show you how to crochet the daisy and how to attach them onto our snap clip. So let's get to it. For this project I'm using number 3 lightweight yarn, so it's pretty thin. I'm also using a 2.5mm crochet hook. You're also going to need your scissors and your tapestry needle and a hot glue gun and some sort of clips. I bought this at my Dollar Tree. It's the regular snap clips, so any kind would work, so we can glue our daisies onto our clips. So we're going to work a magic ring. Wrap your yarn around one of your fingers loosely and then put your hook through the circle that you created and pull up a loop and twist it like so. And now we can chain 1. There's your magic ring. Into our magic ring we're going to work 5 single crochets. So we're going to insert our hook into our ring, pick up our yarn. We have 2 loops, and we're gonna go ahead and yarn over and pull through 2. So like that you're gonna work 4 more single crochets. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's tighten our ring by pulling on our tail. We're gonna slip stitch into our first single crochet like so. Okay, so round 1 is done. For round 2 we're gonna chain 1 and we're gonna go back into that space right over here where we slip stitched into our first single crochet, and we're gonna work 2 double crochet. Here's 1, and go back into that same stitch and do a second single crochet. And continue to the next stitch and work 2 single crochets into each stitch around. You should have 10 single crochets. Alright, so once you're done, we're going to slip stitch to join into our first single crochet, chain 1, and let's cut our yarn. Our middle is ready. Let's go ahead and attach our petals. So we're going to be working our petals now. I'm going to go ahead and use my blue yarn because the white doesn't really show very well. So I'm just going to go ahead and work with my blue. You can use white or any other colors you choose. So we're going to attach our yarn right where we finished off, right over here where our tail is. So the way I like to attach my yarn is just making a slip knot and having it ready. And then I'm going to go back into that space, into that stitch where I just slip stitch into. And I'm just going to insert my hook, and I'm just going to pick up my slip knot, tighten it a little bit, and just pull it through. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work our tails in. So I'm going to pick up both of them into our work so we can just cut it when we're done with this round or with the first petal. So let's go ahead and chain 6. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Into our second chain from the hook, so not this one, but right over here, we're gonna work half double crochet. So half double crochet, yarn over, and go into that stitch or into the chain, yarn over, and you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and that's your half double crochet. Continue working down the chain and put 1 half double crochet into each of our chain. So I have my 3rd half double crochet. Here's my 4th one, and I'm gonna work my 5th one. So for each petal, we're gonna work 5 half double crochets. And then back into our space right over here where we did our slip stitch right here, we're gonna go ahead and slip stitch one more time. So like that. Now we're gonna go into our next stitch and we're gonna slip stitch into that chain, into that stitch, and we're gonna work 6 chains. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're gonna go back to our second chain from our hook. So here's 1, here's the second, and we're gonna repeat. We're gonna work 1 half double crochet into that stitch or into the chain, and then continue. You should have 5 half double crochets into each of your petal. So here's my third one, fourth, and one more, and my fifth one. So like that. And then I'm gonna go back into our stitch right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch one more time. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these tails. We don't need them anymore. Okay, so here I have my 2 petals worked, and I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do my next petal. So I'm gonna go into my next stitch and I'm gonna slip stitch into, and then chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna work half double crochet into my second stitch from the hook or second chain from the hook, and continue down. 2, 3, 4, and 5 half double crochets. I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch back into my stitch, and like that I made my 3rd petal. So continue working on your petals around. You should have 10 petals, and I'll meet you to show you how I finish my. So here I finished my 10 petals of my daisy. I'm gonna go ahead and slip stitch right back into our single crochet right over here. I'm gonna slip stitch, and I'm gonna go ahead and fasten off. We're all done. Like so. Here's our daisy. Looks super cute. What we need to do is work on our tails, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring this blue tail back to my yellow in the middle, and I'm just gonna tie it. So I have my yarn and my needle, and I'm just gonna bring my tail back to the center, just using any of the stitches from the back. And one more, making sure that it's not showing in the front, like so. And then what I'm gonna do is tighten my yellow one more time, and I'm just gonna put a couple of knots to hold it in place. Because we're gonna be gluing our daisy onto our clips, nobody's gonna see it in the middle, so we can tie it. We don't need to hide our tails, but if you want to, you can hide your tails. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut, and we are done. So next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and glue our daisies onto our clips right over here. And you're gonna need your hot glue gun for this, so let's get to it. So here I have my daisies and I have my clips, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue them onto my clips. So I'm gonna just use my hot glue gun, which is already prepped, and I'm just gonna put a dab of glue right over here on the thickest part, like so. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put my daisy. So I'm just gonna attach my daisy onto it, like so, and let it dry. And I'm just gonna repeat that to all of my flowers. So here are daisies. They came out super cute. You can use them in your hair or anywhere else you want to. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.